This is the CBS Evening News. Bob Schieffer reporting. Good evening. Libya's controversial leader appeared in public today. The first time he's been seen since U.S. Navy jets shot down 2 Libyan fighter planes on Wednesday, and it made for quite a scene. Foreign journalists in Tripoli have been put under what amounts to house arrest, but some of them, including CBS News correspondent Bill McLaughlin, were allowed to file reports. As you'll see, the report was censored by the Libyan government.
You always manage to surprise us.
Libya's controversial ruler, Colonel Muammar Qaddafi, swept unannounced today into Tripoli's leading hotel, almost sparking off a riot among the astonished and news-hungry journalists. At first, Qaddafi claimed he'd just stopped by for a cup of coffee.
I'm going to the cafe. Do you know where is the cafe?
Yeah. But the Libyan leader soon made clear the real purpose of his visit. He had come to send a signal. Colonel Qaddafi would like to make peace with the next president of the United States. Speaking in Arabic, Qaddafi called for direct, face-to-face negotiations with the Bush administration. He made it clear that he was not going to miss Ronald Reagan. He said he was sure the Bush administration would learn from what he called the childish and foolish policies of the past. Qaddafi left as abruptly as he had come, ushered to his car by a chorus of government workers shouting anti-American slogans. Peace with a Bush administration may prove difficult to achieve. Colonel Qaddafi gave no indication today that he has made any New Year's resolutions about his policies.
But Colonel Qaddafi indicated he might be willing to compromise over the cause of the latest U.S.-Libyan crisis, the controversial chemical factory that the U.S. says is really a plant for the production of poison gas.
The first step, perhaps. Just before sunset, journalists were driven to the site at Rabta, 40 miles south of Tripoli. Anti-aircraft batteries, ground-to-air missile systems, and tent camps filled with soldiers guarded the approach. The first stop was for ritual anti-American chanting before the cameras. As last light fell, we were able to see the huge structure of the industrial plant, clearly still under construction.
We welcome you as pharmaceutical personnel.
An official repeated the government line. The factory will produce medicines, not chemical weapons. Finally, we were told we would be brought to see the plant. Our caravan of buses drove right past the center of controversy in complete darkness. In a way, Qaddafi had kept his promise of a press trip to Rabta, but the visit could only increase suspicions about the true nature of the Libyan plant. Bill McLaughlin, CBS News, Libya.